they're kind of like saying goodbye to a lot of the Harmony of the Seas originals. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Ken and Corey Strong, the Travel Strongs, here on our transatlantic cruise. But we're recapping day 11 here on Harmony of the Seas, Galveston to Barcelona, Spain, and we are almost there. We are almost to Spain. Our first stop is Cadiz, and we'll be there in just a couple days. First and foremost, we got a peek of sun today. Like, literally just a peek. Just a little sliver of sun on our balcony. It was very nice.
I took full advantage of it.
Yes, Corey tried to squeeze every inch of her body into that little strip of sun on the balcony. The seas are getting a little bit rougher as we get closer to Spain, but for the most part, we are almost there, almost done with our transatlantic crossing. Day 11, we really didn't do a breakfast, did we? We really didn't do a breakfast. However, we did go to one of our favorite standbys when we do not have a suite lounge, when we don't have coastal kitchen. We love to go to Park Café there in Central Park and do lunch there. They got a really good build-your-own salad bar where they've got different ingredients every day. They got these really good sandwiches. They're little roast beef sandwiches called Kemmelwick sandwiches. They're like a staple of Royal Caribbean's Park Cafe, and they're really, really tasty.
Their horseradish on those sandwiches is legit.
They have very powerful horseradish. Yeah, if you like horseradish, ask for regular horseradish. If you are sensitive to horseradish, ask for very light horseradish or ask for it on the side because it is powerful stuff. Really, really, really strong horseradish. But it's good. It's got a great flavor. Yeah, really good stuff. So Corey, after lunch, what did you do?
I went to a ladies' pamper party in the spa. It was fun. They go through products, kind of do a self-facial. They give you all the products. You put them on your face yourself. It was a nice little treat. They weren't super pushy trying to sell products. They had the information. You could buy them. They even offered some really good deals there too. So if you wanted to come back and enjoy a facial or a massage, they offered discounts for that. But it was a fun little thing to do for something different.
Good. And you know, while we're on that topic, speaking of being pushy about selling products, here is a tip that we learned a long time ago. I have heard so many people say that their cruise massage has been ruined by the sales pitch after the massage because they're massage therapists, they do try to upsell you product after your massage because it's more money in their pocket. I mean, it's profit for them, and it's just a sales tactic. It's real simple. If you don't want the sales pitch afterwards, then just tell them when you first go into the spa, when you check in, just let them know, I don't want any consultation afterwards. And they will let the massage therapist know, and we have never been hounded for sales after a massage. As long as we've made that clear from the start, they respect that. And most of the time, I even tip them a little bit more just to compensate for the fact that they're not getting a sale from me, but I'm tipping them more to thank them for not harassing me or trying to do a sales pitch to me after my massage. Because when I'm done with a massage, the last thing I want to do is listen to a sales pitch. I'm just ready to come back to the
out
room.
About them trying to get you to buy things.
Yeah, and having to say no. So a big tip there, just let them know when you check in that you do not want the sales pitch afterwards. And they normally do respect that. We then entered a raffle. Royal Caribbean's very involved in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And there is a raffle for this cruise that is a map of our transatlantic crossing that's been on the Royal Promenade all week. Tomorrow, they will announce the name of that raffle winner. So we're hoping to go home with that. We only got 3 tickets, but at least we contributed to a good cause, Make-A-Wish Foundation. They have a Walk for Wishes on board, which we always take part in. And we'll find out tomorrow if we win on the raffle. And then I took some time to go around and film a lot of the ship today. And something that always reminds me of when I do the tours of the ship like that is these are not only like modern marvels and incredible functioning ships, but they're also floating works of art. The artwork on these ships is absolutely amazing. If you just take the time to go down the stairs at the forward and aft elevator areas, there's artwork on each landing, and it is incredible. Throughout the ship, there's just so much artwork on the Oasis class, especially on the Icon class. Icon class took it to a whole new level. Just art that is bigger than life, and it's really all throughout the ship, and it's really something to see.
We've actually taken the stairs just to admire the artwork.
Yeah, beautiful work all throughout the ship. And then we started our afternoon, our early evening with some appetizers in the suite lounge. We went in and got some really good mushrooms. Yeah, it was almost like a pizza stuffed mushroom, and they were very tasty. And then Corey's all-time favorites, but one of our favorites, specialty restaurants, Wonderland. Wonderland is quite an experience. It is leaving this ship very soon. Wonderland is still on Odyssey of the Seas, it's on Symphony of the Seas, and it's on Wonder of the Seas, but it is leaving Harmony after this sailing. So not only did we take advantage of it last night, Corey decided she's going to go one more time. I'm not going to go, but she's going to go one more time before the end of our sailing just to get one more experience in Wonderland.
Wonderland is just an out-of-this-world experience. It's more than the food, it's entertainment from the moment you walk in.
This egg is on fire.
And then once they start bringing the food, the magic doesn't stop. It's something that I just never could have imagined before going there.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
It is an imaginative cuisine.
It is.
I came up with an idea this time. I said, this is an imaginative cuisine, correct? And I said, well, I'm imagining my dessert first. And I thought he was going to go with it, but he didn't. He still brought my dessert last. I tried.
But I got an appetizer last.
You did, yes. Yeah, she bypassed the dessert to go for more appetizers. I will not ever bypass dessert. And we were kind of like saying goodbye to a lot of the Harmony of the Seas originals this week, because this is the last sailing for many of the originals. We were on the inaugural season of Harmony of the Seas. We were on its first year. I think we were at about maybe 4 months in when Harmony had first started sailing. So we were on very early, and these are venues that had been on Harmony since its inception, and they are saying goodbye after this week. Either saying goodbye or they're moving around the ship. That includes Wonderland. This is the sad part about Wonderland. Wonderland is being removed, but it's not being replaced by a venue. It's being replaced by more cabins. They're just putting staterooms in there. Like he said, 28 staterooms are filling the area where Wonderland is. So that's unfortunate. Vitality Cafe, that's one of my places. That's where I go get my juice in the morning. That's also becoming cabins. They're taking out the Vitality Cafe. The lower level of the solarium is also becoming cabins, so they're taking out that lower level. There will still be 2 levels of the solarium. There's a small upper level, and then the mid-level, those will still be there, but the lower level's becoming, I believe, panoramic view suites, I believe is what that's becoming. There's also Sabor, the Mexican restaurant, is being taken out. That's becoming a Playmakers. We're also saying goodbye to the Attic. This is a sad one too, because they are taking out the Attic. They're expanding the non-smoking casino. So the Crown Lounge is moving, and the Attic is being removed, and that's all going to become part of the non-smoking casino, which they're expanding on the ships right now. The sad part is the Attic is a phenomenal area for the comedy club. We're really going to miss the comedy club. They're kind of moving the comedy into the main theater, which is still good. It's still good comedians. They're still hilarious, but you do not get that comedy club interaction from a Royal Theater. So we're kind of sad about that. But this was the last cruise for the Attic on Harmony of the Seas. And then, as I mentioned, the Crown Lounge, it's getting moved. So the last cruise for the current Crown Lounge. The Bionic Bar is being removed. That's not a bad one. The Bionic Bar, which was kind of a novelty thing, kind of cool with the robot bartenders, but that is being removed, and in comes the Pesky Parrot, which is a really cool bar, a new bar that they've started. Yeah, it started with Icon Class, I believe, and now it's going to be on Harmony of the Seas. Then that's a really cool little bar. And then they're also removing Mini Bites, which is not a bad thing. And actually, they've kind of already transitioned away from Mini Bites. Mini Bites used to be like just quick eats, like little corn dogs and fries and things like that. And over time, they kind of changed Mini Bites into the El Loco Fresh menu, where you've got your quesadillas, your burritos, your nachos, things like that. And they're actually officially changing it to an El Loco Fresh. So it'll still be there, but it'll be El Loco Fresh, which is a restaurant that we love. So we're pretty happy about that. So, but these are things that are saying goodbye to Harmony after this sailing. It was kind of cool to be here for their very last operations on this ship, for these venues that are getting phased out or moving throughout the ship.
We actually asked the Mad Hatter what he was going to do
Yeah.
after Wonderland was gone. And it was sad.
Yeah, he's just going to be
a regular waiter.
Yeah, he just has to go back to being a regular waiter, which was kind of sad. Very
he's so
comical
good
guy.
at his job.
Yeah, we got our anniversary recognized last night. So our anniversary's 12-year anniversary is in less than a month. So they recognized that, came and sang to us. I don't know that we would recognize him out of his costume and makeup, but
Unless
anyway,
he sang.
At least he still has a job. Yeah.
Or if we heard him going downstairs squeaking.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
Speaking of goodbyes on Harmony, there was one a little while ago that was also pretty sad. Captain Johnny's retirement.
Oh, good point.
He was our favorite.
Yeah.
Captain.
When we booked
They're all
this
great,
cruise,
but he was.
Yeah, and our captain this week is phenomenal.
Yeah, he
Great
is.
guy, super nice guy. But when we booked this cruise, we were really, really hoping that Johnny was going to be our captain for this transatlantic sailing, because he by far is our favorite Royal Caribbean captain. Not only is he an awesome captain, his personality, he is just a hilarious guy. When he would do the captain's corner, he always wore a red and a green sock for the buoy markers. And Corey and I actually got red and green socks just to wear on the ships with Captain Johnny.
We have a picture
so
with
we
him
could get our
with those
picture
socks.
with him in socks. So it's kind of sad that Harmony did say goodbye to Captain Johnny. He retired, so good for him. That's awesome that he's enjoying retirement now, but we sure do miss him. Yeah. And then after Wonderland, we decided to just kind of call it a night and go hit the hot tub, which was very nice. We hit one of the cantilevered hot tubs that hang out over the ship, so it's a really cool view.
But it was also blocked from the wind.
Yeah, that's really the reason we ended up, because the suite deck has its own hot tub up there, but man, was it windy last night. So we went ahead and hit the cantilevered hot tubs just outside of the solarium. It was a nice way to end the evening. That pretty much wraps up day 11. We will see you tomorrow, day 12, our last day at sea, day 12 of the transatlantic crossing, day 8 at sea. As always, if you have questions, we would love to answer those in the comments below or in a future video. Thanks so much for joining us. We're glad to have you on board. Until next time, be kind to one another, eat dessert first, and travel strong.